My name is Mandy Locke. I'm an investigative reporter for the News and Observer.
I'm Doug Burton. I'm with Whitman Masonry. I'm president and owner of Whitman, and we're a commercial masonry contracting company in Raleigh.
I began my work on this problem of misclassifying workers who should be employees as independent contractors in 2012 when I got a call one day from Doug Burton.
I just was at a frustration level of not getting any help anywhere, so I called her up and I said, I'd like to add an asterisk to your story.
And he said, you know, the workers' comp is just the tip of the iceberg. Has anybody talked to you about companies just offloading their workers and treating them as contractors? Misclassification is the practice of improperly treating a worker who should be an employee as an independent contractor.
So our employees, bricklayers and laborers to a degree, are kind of float around the masonry industry. And they would tell me they were working for people that were paying cash, that they were not getting any withholdings done or anything like that.
So my colleague and I traveled all over the state of North Carolina, and we were looking very specifically for workers who had been improperly treated as contractors on federally funded jobs. We found workers living in sheds, we found workers living in mobile homes without appropriate heating or water sources. If you're a worker who is sort of forced into this situation that the company owner has established, you're working without the protections of insurance, both for injury and for unemployment. You're having to bear the burden of taxes both as a worker but also as an employer. We found more than a third of the workers were misclassified. These were federally funded projects. The fiscal impact that we found associated just with the construction industry on an annual basis was $467 million in lost tax revenue. It's not just affecting people who are in the construction industry, it's affecting every single layer of our economy, from the taxpayer to the worker to the small business owner. No agency had full leadership for combating misclassification. There's not a SWAT team out there of state investigators that handles misclassification. They need to require that regulators and leaders in this state continue to look for solutions and force change, force people to follow the rules, level the playing field for businesses across the state. Some of that work has begun at the legislature. There are some bills that are pending right now.
One, we got to make sure it's the right bill, and then it doesn't need to be a bill that the governor can just say, okay, I can check that off my list. It's got to be the right bill that has the teeth, that somebody can really go out there and enforce it and assess penalties. It's wrong. They're individuals, they're employees, they're people just like you and I, and they deserve to have the coverage and the treatment and the fairness that is demanded of us by our laws and by the rest of us. Hopefully a balanced bill will come out at the end of the day that will identify and fix the misclassification and eliminate the fraud in misclassifying employees.